Good morning everyone, it's Pierre speaking from Forex Mentor Pro. I'm currently keeping an eye on the US dollar index 4-hour chart for possible counter trade. Why is it a counter trade? If we look at the direction indicator, we can see the 54 is above the 55 EMA on the 4-hour and the daily chart. Price is also above the 200 EMA on the 4-hour and the daily. Everything here is green, telling us that the main trend is up. So if you want to trade with the trends, you need to look for longs. However, there's a possible counter trade setting up. Reason for it is currently weekly pivot point sitting at 102.13. That is a weekly pivot point. If we look to the left of the chart, we also had previous support resistance last week there. So we can say that this is a possible double top forming there. Talking about tops here, that is a spinning top here, followed by a bearish engulfing candle at a key resistance level now. If we look at MACD, we can see MACD is printing its first red bar, so it's turning over. Stochastic is also overbought. How are we going to get into this trade? Drop down to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, we need to look for MACD divergence. Remember, I look for MACD divergence once we hit support resistance levels. In this case, it's a resistance level. And yes, we do have MACD divergence. Remember, divergence tells us it's a warning sign that there's a correction coming up. We can also see stochastic is coming down here also, giving divergence. Look at that. How are we going to get into this trade? Well, we need to drop down to the 30-minute chart and wait for this ribbon to give us the cross, to give us the confirmation to short this pair. If we do get into this trade, our stop will be on the other side of this high area here. Let's quickly have a look, which is about between 17 and 20 pips. Possible profit take areas. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. If we do get that short setup, our first roadblock will be the 54 EMA, and then our main area at 101.64. Why is that an important level? Well, it's the 55 EMA for the 4-hour chart. And if we look to the left of the chart, previous support resistance. So let's say we do get a trade here. Stop is going to be about 20 pips for possible 44 pip gain. So let's see if we can get an entry. We wait for confirmation to take the trade. It's been a couple of hours later. We had our cross. The ribbon indicator crossed, made the arrow. Let's place our order. We're going to sell. We're going to place our stop on the other side. Let's make it about 20 pips on the other side of this high that we had here. Going back to the 4-hour chart, we need to look for profit take area. Remember, I said to you guys that the 34 EMA will be important, and then most importantly, this 4-hour 55 EMA at 101.65. So what I will do is place my profit take just slightly above that. If we look to the left of the chart, it was previous support resistance. So let's leave it and see what's going to happen. I'll speak to you guys later. Well, it's Friday and the NFP moved into our direction. Remember, we took that short from the double top area, that weekly pivot point. We identified the area where we wanted to get in. We waited for confirmation. We identified where we want to take profit. Profit take is hit today, out for 40 pips. And remember, regional stop was 20 pips. A pair that's correlated to the euro index is the US dollar CAT. In the forum and the block, I said to you guys, keep an eye on 3519. It was a possible roadblock area, a possible area to take counter trades from. And what did price do? Look there. That is a 4-hour doji candle at a weekly pivot point. I showed you the divergence on it in the forum and the block. Where price is trending up, MACD is trending down, stochastic is overbought. Okay, so what do we do to get into the trades? Well, for starters, we identified the area where we wanted to take the short. Once price hits the levels, we go to the 1-hour chart. Let's just delete that and look for that MACD divergence. Did we have MACD divergence? Yes, we did. Look at that. Stochastic was also overbought. Now we need to place a trend line. That was the trend line there. That was the break, okay, of the trend line. Or you could have waited for the 30-minute EMA cross, which was in this area here, area where I took my short. original stop, let's just clean the chart out here, was on the other side of this high area. So the stop was about 40 pips. And if we go back to the 4-hour chart, the 55 EMA is my main profit take area. Now remember, 54 is a possible roadblock area, but the main area is the 55 4-hour EMA if you trade from the 4-hour chart. So my profit take is slightly above the 55 EMA. If we look to the left of the chart, previous support resistance there as well, so that can be a big support area for this one. I moved my stop into just underneath break even now. Can't bite me anymore. I will leave it open and see if we can get to profit take area. Have an awesome one. Hi everyone, it's Pierre speaking. It's Monday morning, and remember that trade I took on the US dollar CAT on Thursday already. It's getting close to profit take areas. Let's have a look at it. Remember, it was a counter trade I took on Thursday. Everything was showing us that we needed to look for longs, but we were at that weekly pivot point. We had the doji candle, we had the confirmation to short. Problem area now for me is this 54 EMA. Price is bouncing from it, and if we look at the Earth and Sky trading zone for this current week, remember, then we had the previous week from the bottom to the top, then zone now 3453 coming down to 3413, where I want to look for longs going with the main trend. So this one here now at the 54 EMA is currently finding support. I brought my stop in just above this 4-hour candle with my profit take at the 54 EMA. Let's see if we can get profit take today. Okay, we're out with profit on this one. I just quickly want to show you guys a quick trick. If you go to your terminal, open it, and then go to account history. Look for a specific pair. Remember, we took a short on the US dollar CAT. Go on it, click on it, drag it onto your chart, and it will place your trade where you got in and where you got out. So that's an awesome little trick. So you can see where you got in, got out, where you place your stop, where you place your profit take. Easy as that. Have an awesome one. Cheers.